Yo, hello everyone and welcome back to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're having an amazing weekend. Currently it is Sunday and let's get right into the charts for Bitcoin. As you can see, we are consolidating right here at the top. Our RSI indicator got oversold, so the same thing happened that I was expecting, like it always happens. We either get into some kind of a consolidation at the top, or we have a correction to the downside. But as you can see right now, once the RSI indicator got overbought, Bitcoin started consolidating right here at the highs above our weekly pivot resistance. The third one basically above 117k, which is very good in my opinion, since we are trading above all of these resistances right here. Bitcoin perfectly smashed through all of them and is right now consolidating at the top. As you can see, if we go on a lower time frame, the RSI got perfectly cooled off, and right now we are potentially gearing up for another potential move to the upside once the new week starts. As you can see, if we go to the CME future chart for the stock market, you can see the market will open in about 13 hours, which is when we are expecting to get some kind of a bigger move. Also, Bitcoin dominance still in a downtrend right now, falling to the downside, as you can see, basically like this last dump. So I'm expecting a continuation, because as you can see, we are dropped above below all of this support right here. So the Bitcoin dominance has absolutely smashed all of that support, and right now we are potentially going to continue falling to the downside. And I'm expecting altcoins to continue pushing. Sui, Solana, my target still remains $180 for Solana. As you can see, if we go on the 4-hour time frame, we got a perfect bounce from that resistance. We are currently flipping it as support. So I'm expecting some kind of continuation, since, as you know, the Bitcoin dominance is dropping. Also, some other important chart that I wanted to talk about is the USDT dominance. Basically, the USDT dominance is how much USDT is sitting on the sidelines and how much USDT is entering in the market. So basically, when USDT dominance is pumping, that means that people are selling their crypto and switching it into a stable coin, the USDT. And when USDT is dropping, the USDT dominance, that means USDT is flowing into the assets. So people are buying Bitcoin using their stable coins, and that means we are potentially going to see higher price targets, because as you can see right now, the USDT dominance is falling to the downside, potentially creating some kind of a downtrend right here. And this is exactly what we want to see for a continuation to the upside for Bitcoin. And if we look at Ethereum on the weekly time frame, it is looking very, very good. We did get a massive pump like we got right here. So 3 weeks right now, these are 3 weekly candles, and in about 15 hours, as you can see right here, we're about to open a new weekly candle. And in my opinion, this is going to be very bullish, and the next week we're potentially going to hit my target, basically this Fibonacci level right here, which is of around $3,150. As you can see on the weekly chart, the RSI momentum still pointing higher and has still not got overbought like it got right here. So we are waiting for some kind of a overbought RSI for it in order to see some kind of a consolidation before we actually get to that last level, which is I'm currently targeting for it, basically 3,500. And then if the price manages to break out of, then 4k, basically the all-time high for it, would be finally taken out. Not exactly the all-time high, since the last bull run we were almost at 5k for Ethereum, you can see right here at the top. So right now I'm expecting a continuation for this move. The same goes, as I said, for Solana, also for XRP. We are reaching almost that all-time high. RSI momentum still not overbought, so we do have more room to the upside On the daily, actually, we are getting overbought a little bit, so we might get some kind of consolidation right here before another move happens. But as of right now, things are looking very nice on SUI. We can have a potential continuation to the upside. The same goes for Solana. Solana is actually still pretty undervalued in my opinion right now. So the one coin that I'm looking at for most potential currently is Solana. And also some altcoins that I'm watching right now. Peanut, basically meme coins, they still have a pretty major potential. As you can see, they are still at the bottom, and to the all-time highs it's basically almost 1000%. Also Pengu, which has been currently trending on X, if you know, has gotten a pump of around almost 200%. So until the all-time high we still have another 150% almost to go to the upside. Basically Pepe still really undervalued, so we can have another run. Bonk also, after a major pump, still has a lot of room to grow potentially, as you can see, to around 115k. And right now, if we go back to Bitcoin, as you can see, the daily starting to get a little bit overbought, so this is why we are currently ranging right here, but still the momentum is pretty strong, so I would not be surprised if we see another continuation to the upside, basically until we hit, let me just enable and go on a hard time frame. These are the yearly pivots. You can see my last target for this year would be $150,000 for Bitcoin. After a bounce from that yearly pivot of around 80k, basically that will be 80% move to the upside, and the momentum is still strong. And if we manage to break above the second yearly resistance, which is sitting still at $123,000, then the last target for this year would be $150,000, and Bitcoin still has potentially chance to get to up there, in my opinion. Still, if we look at the other chart right here for Bitcoin, you can see CVD is going down, open interest is going up, which actually means that there are short positions opening right here. But since open interest is going up and the price is not falling, even though short positions are opening, then with the start of next week I'm expecting some kind of a short squeeze to happen, basically, and liquidate all of these positions that are opening, thus creating a new all-time high for the markets. Since if we look at the liquidation heat map, basically you can see we have liquidity sitting all the way up to 126, then all the way to 130k basically, which is very bullish. Right now you might be thinking, yes, we do also have a lot of liquidity which is sitting to the downside, but as you know, we gotta follow the trend until the end. The trend is your friend. So as currently the trend is to the upside, we are focusing on that liquidity which is sitting on the upside for our targets. And also the fear and greed index, if we look at it, we are right now back into that greed zone. And in my opinion, if Bitcoin starts pushing above 130k, then basically we are potentially going to get into that extreme greed zone. And once we get into that extreme greed zone, then I will be considering some kind of a bigger correction. As you know, every time we tend to get to that extreme greed zone, then Bitcoin is having that bigger correction to the downside. This is where you want to look for the top. Basically, you want to buy when we are in that extreme fear zone, and you want to sell when we are that extreme greed zone. And also, if we look at the longs versus shorts ratio on the exchanges right now, you can see we do have during the weekend more selling pressure. As I told you right here, with our CVD going down and open interest going up, this suggests that more short positions are stacking up right here, opening right now, and this also confirms it right here. But as I said, the price is not moving, still consolidating in a range right here, so it is possible that we get another push to the upside. and then we can potentially liquidate all of the short positions that have been opening right here. The funding rates of the major exchanges, they are still positive and low, which is very good for the price right now. And also next week we do have some very important news. We got on Tuesday CPI data coming out. On Wednesday we also got PPI data. We've got retail sales, and on Friday we got inflation data. So basically expect a very volatile week coming next week, basically, which is tomorrow, just 13 hours basically until the market opened and we have a new weekly candle open. So yes guys, this will be my update for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe for the channel. Don't forget to follow me on X, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye.